What's up, YouTube? This is Hector from Not Too Nerdy, and today I want to talk about Quantum Break. Now, if you guys don't know, Quantum Break is now going to be released on the PC as well as the Xbox One. Now, this is huge. This is like shocking, but not so shocking. So it's shocking to actually happen right away now, like they announced it. But in reality, it's not too shocking because we already seen some Xbox One games that were supposed to be exclusive that release on the PC. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still going to be exclusively for Microsoft systems, I guess, because it's going to be on the PC for Windows, and it's also going to be on the Xbox One. And so you don't expect it to be on PS4, at least for now. They didn't mention anything like that. But it's going to be on the PC as well, which it's kind of crazy. But on top of that, there's also rumors that Gears of War 4, ReCore, Scalebound, and Fable Legends are going to be on the PC as well. Now, I think Fable Legends and ReCore are both confirmed for PC, but the ones that, for me, the big shocker, if this turns out to be true, Gears of War 4 will be on the PC as well. That will be insane if Microsoft allows that. Now, here's the thing. Like, there's some good and there's some bad from this. The good news is this is great for Microsoft. You know, Microsoft is going to get sales from both the for Windows platform, and they're also going to get sales for the Xbox One. Now, this is bad for the Xbox in general, though, because the Xbox name, this is just bad for you. This shows that your company, Microsoft, has no faith in the Xbox One. Now, before you guys, blow up the comments down below saying that you disagree completely, just hear me out for a second, all right? The Xbox One, if it was doing so great and they had confidence in it, they wouldn't be doing stuff like this. The reason why is because some of these games, right? These games that move to PC, these games are exclusive to Xbox One, or at least it was supposed to be exclusive. And these games might have been the reason why someone would have purchased an Xbox One, because they say, you know what, I actually think that game looks pretty cool. I want to play that game, therefore I know I have to get an Xbox One in order to play that game. But now, by doing this move, I know you're helping out your other fans, the people that have Windows, and the PC fans, but you're pulling away from the people that might actually purchase your console. To me, that shows that they pretty much gave up on the Xbox One. I'm not saying gave up completely. Like, they're obviously going to work on it, they're going to do as much as they can, but they're not going to lose sales. They want to make sure that they're still making as much money as possible for Microsoft itself, not Xbox alone. And either way, the money goes back to Microsoft, right? Either way, the company is getting money, but look at how many sales they're losing for the hardware itself, because I think a lot of these games, Gears of War 4, for example, which, by the way, like I said, that's a rumor. It's not confirmed to be on PC yet, but with all this new information, I don't doubt if it's going to go on a PC. But anyway, these games are games that people would buy the console for, and it's kind of shocking that Microsoft's just saying, you know what, like, we want sales. We want to make more money and make sure that we get it for both platforms. So, to me, it's kind of a risky move. I really think that it's risky for the Xbox name itself, like, are they already giving up on Xbox One? Do they really think that they can't compete with the PlayStation 4? What is their plan right now? Like, to me, it's kind of shocking. You usually don't give up games that are supposed to be exclusive to a console like this because you want people to buy your console. You want to give someone a reason why you should buy the console. Now, there's people that are on the borderline, right? There's people that might be like, I think I might get Xbox One because all these cool games are coming out. But now, do you really need to get it? Do you really have to purchase the Xbox One? Because when you stop to think about it, you might think deep down inside, it's like, you know what? If I wait just a little bit longer, that game might come to PC. And that's just the way it is right now. It just seems like there's really no true exclusive for the Xbox One. Now, there might be a Microsoft exclusive, where it goes to either Windows or Xbox One. But if you're talking about Xbox One exclusive, like, they're losing a lot of exclusives. Like, I'm just shocked. These big budget games that you thought were going to be just for Xbox One turns out to be for PC as well. Now, like I said before, I'll be really shocked if Gears of War 4 turns out to be on the PC. And if that does, then I think I honestly don't know what they're doing if they do that, because that's one of the top games for when you think of Xbox. You think of Gears of War. You know, a lot of people want to play Gears of War. Like, I really enjoyed Gears of War. I just didn't like the last Gears of War. I thought that was garbage. But before that, I thought Gears of War is great. You know, I thought Gears of War changed third-person shooters. You know, the way you run and you hop over things, I think that's the format that everyone tried to copy and simulate is Gears of War. I think they just did it perfectly. Now, you know, to me, it'll be shocking if it's on PC. That's just the way I feel about that. I mean, Halo and stuff like that, yes, Halo's been on PC before, so that's not a big shocker. There has been some games in the past that's been there. But for Gears of War, I think that will be something that will shock me, because then that truly means you don't need an Xbox One right now. Like, you don't need one. Like, I don't know what game you're waiting for, because Scalebound's a brand new game. If that's true for Scalebound, then, like, I don't understand why, if you don't have Xbox One by now, I don't see the reason to get one. You know, unless you don't have a PC at all, then I guess there is a reason, you know. But if you already have a PC, I don't see a reason why you should buy that. I really don't. You know, now the PlayStation 4, on the other hand, does have exclusives. I don't see those games going anytime soon to PC. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of games that are on the PlayStation that are PlayStation and PC right now. But I've talked about stuff like Uncharted, you know what I mean? Games like that, I don't see going to PC anytime soon. I don't think Sony will give that up. That's just the way I feel about that. I'll be shocked if they do in the future, but who knows? But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think it's a big story with Quantum Break? Do you really think because Quantum Break is going to PC, do you think that you're starting to see that, you know, Xbox One is pretty much no more? And I don't mean say like no more. I just feel like they're slowly fading away from it, that they want to make as much sales as they can, and they're not focusing on the sales in Xbox One alone. And the funny thing is, there's a lot of fans, the Xbox fans, that are actually tagging Phil Spencer on this. They're really pissed off at what he's doing. But let me know in the comments down below. And I'm kind of curious to see what you guys have to say about this. And that's pretty much it. So this is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. I'm out. See you, YouTube. Oh yeah, by the way, the game I'm playing in the background is Blade and Soul. This game is a lot of fun. So definitely check that game out, and I'll do some more walkthroughs and stuff with that game later. So that's pretty much it. So this is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. I'm out. See you, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe so you can see new videos from me every week. And remember, it's okay to be not too nerdy.